I never punish children for adult mistakes. So if my man were to have a child, God forbid, on his life, I will
Oh, his
accept that
life.
child because we do not punish children for what adults do.
That's admirable. I agree. All right. Well, I
I
don't know if
punish an
he's the
adult.
majority or the
Fuck them
minority.
kids.
Well, I can't do. My entire life, most of my day is dedicated to kids. So
Actually,
I'm a little different.
what was the highlight of what she was saying?
Well, she was just going through her life. Tupac had this much of the interview, and it was basically we went to high school together. He passed away. I met Will. That was like all of that. That's the end.
I heard she was
It
in
wasn't like,
BMF
oh,
selling
we were
rocks and closing.
soulmates. Oh, we were. It was nothing of that nature. It was just I grew up. They took her. They walked to where she was raised, and she talked about all the stuff that she was into. She was in the play. That's how she met Tupac, because he was in the play as well. They went separate ways, ended up joining together because they ended up going to California, like similar paths. He ended up passing away, met Will, and got into,
So there was never a point when she mentioned being anywhere near on or around the car when he was shot.
no. Those are
What about
YouTubers who did that.
what about her selling crack? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, they did say she sold drugs.
Mm.
I don't know if it was crack per se, but I know it was drugs.
There are statute limitations on that.
Yeah, 5 to
Yeah,
7
there,
years.
I'm sure. And she did mention just the date of when the slap took place. She said they were separated, so she was surprised when she got the call that he wanted her to escort him to the ward, and when she said okay, and everything else was just a. But you know what? I think in her situation, I think that she was trying to say was that incident allowed them to heal, like what had something major goes on in your life,
Mhm.
and so you have to get through it together. And so I think that was one of those instances for them. That's the way it sounds. So everybody can hate, but guess what? If Will is okay with what's going on, who this is the thing. We have to let go of making people do what we want them to do. If it's not our lives, we can't control other people's lives. Maybe if we put that effort into controlling our own lives, we will have better results. What do y'all think?
We wouldn't have any content to talk about.
I think you can't. Well, what do you think
Yeah,
about
we
that?
will.
What do you think about that statement?
There are always teachers out here.
I mean, so the topic tonight is relationships, right? So if we're gonna make that connection, then shouldn't the man you choose in your life have some sort of control of your outcome?
Ooh.
Look, can you elaborate on that, Enos?
So I'm pretty sure most of us believe in traditional relationships on this panel, right? So if he's the leader, then does he not dictate like how you move, how you do things, what you do, like the outcome, the scenario? Like, is he not in control of all of it? And you are your own person, but is he not in control? If we do believe in traditional relationships.
Mm.
You guys?
That was for you, Shan. I agree.
I agree.
Oh,
I
okay.
personally listen. When I saw him show up for that book signing, Will is into whatever's going on. He knows exactly. I think they have a conversation. This is not like he's being blindsided. This is just how they live their lives.
Bad marriages for life.
Bad marriage for life. Now, I just want you guys to know that you may hear like a little ding in the background. That is my carbon monoxide detector. I went and bought like 50 of those batteries from Sam's. Those batteries are $26 a piece if you buy them like in threes. So I bought the whole case. It ended up being $50, but I figure, I'm going to need them. And this stupid thing's still going off.
Where's logic?
Did you put it in right?
Yes, it wouldn't be on if I didn't put it in right?
Sometimes you gotta reset it.
I did. I pushed the button, held it down. I'm gonna call the fire department. I may just take it to the fire department. Listen, why, look. What y'all
There
didn't
is
know
no
is the fire
man.
You ain't
department,
got no
the
guy
fire
around
department will
you.
come
You ain't got a
and
neighbor.
change your.
Nobody.
Listen, the fire department will come. If you call them, they will come and change your batteries for you and your your detectors.
Shit,
You
your
should
dick will
not
do
know
the same
that.
thing.
That sounds like a
I said,
gross
thank
use
you,
of
Mr.
our tax dollars.
Officer, Mr. Fire Officer.
You
make
should
sure
not
your
know
You got
voice
no
that.
is cute.
neighbor, no cousin, no uncle, no man that's gonna fix that for you. Nothing.
The firemen do just a great. They do an excellent job.
Sound like Kim K saying her child need a male figure around, so she hired a Manny instead of.
No, firemen do fire detectors. It's like a part of the job. And if you
That's
call and you
crazy.
make them cookies sometimes, make them a little, a cake, stop it by, just because they're down the street. Sometimes they're outside jogging, looking ever so nice. It's okay. They will
So
hook you
wait,
up.
let me get this straight. You gonna be extra nice and bake somebody a meal to come
There
over
it
and
is.
change the smoke detector
Cookies, not a
batteries.
meal, cookies.
Okay, you gonna
Chocolate
give
chip
somebody some. You gonna give somebody some chocolate cookies
cookies.
just to change the smoke detector.
No, I give it to them just because I'm nice, and they just happen to be.
Shan, you got to be careful who you give your cookies to.
Yeah, those cookies is valuable.
Listen, I don't mind making cookies for the fire department. I go and give them the cookies, like, "Hi guys, just make you some cookies."
You be popping up on them.
Yeah, they'll let you. Mhm.
Oh man.
They will
Oh
surely
man.
let
Oh
you.
man.
Y'all some little. Y'all better get to know the people in your area, like the community. These people are there to save your life. You want to know. I want them to know my
Oh,
name. No, y'all, I promise to God. Okay, maybe y'all can figure this out. Then we're going to get to this point. I promise. Y'all, I called 911 one time, right? And I did not, this had to be like 10 years ago. So don't even think about iPhones. This was not an iPhone. This was one of them other phones. There was a fire department. The fireman came, and I never forget, he had a Jerry curl. It was a long one. And this man said, you can call 911 anytime if you need to talk to me. I was like, okay. Y'all, I kid you not, I had it down 911, and it was like weeks later for something that like it had to do with education, like maybe an accident or something. When I pressed 911, his picture came up on my phone. How was he able to do that?
Did you give him your phone?
Like a screen.
Wait, sorry.
I promise to God.
Can we backtrack just a little? If he's a firefighter with the Jerry curl, is that not an occupational hazard? Like, like I don't know. That's not adding up.
Girl,
Follow
he had
the
a Jerry
drip.
curl, and it was long.
That was a low blow. Why you cut
He
that?
had
Look,
a
when I
Jerry
get out the
curl.
shower, it looked like I got a long Jerry curl. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, you don't have the grease in there and all that. Like that's
It was greasy, honey.
Yeah, it's flammable.
But maybe he put one of the bonnets on his head or something. They had bonnets back in the day for the fire people. But he had a Jerry curl, baby, my dear.
Calling the fire department when you need to talk to change smoke detector batteries and to give your cookies to somebody, that really sound like a replacement.
I don't call them to give them cookies. I stop by the fire station and take the cookies, you turd. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
I don't call them to come pick the cookies up. I'll drive it by the station while they're outside running. And like,
So
hi, I bet you guys some cookies.
So you give the cookies to the whole station.
Virgin.
All right. So when they virgin cookies. Hey, Shan, you know the argument that men make that that the world is too civilized, so women don't need a man no more. You just kind of like solidified that argument for them.
This is a prime example of being grateful for the people in the community. Yeah, being grateful.
So to show your gratefulness, you give out cookies.
Absolutely. Thanksgiving, I may take them a meal. Same thing, Christmas. And the problem is what?
I think if more people were like you, Shan, there'd be a lot more happier people in the world.
What happened now?
I said if more people did what you did, I think it would be a lot more happier people in the world.
Oh yeah, I'm just spreading joy. All right, so some people spread their legs. I just give out baked cookies.
Oh, so there you go. You clarified it. Baked cookies. Got it.
Community cookies. Hey, they get the same result in the end. Neither one of us walk away with the man. So